Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the New York Mets.
And now, please welcome your...
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Mets.
Just about to get underway on the hill here today. Sean Manaea.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Jarren Duran leading things off and takes a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. And
one
ball
ball,
one.
2 strikes.
Now he breaks his bat. Toss to Alonso. Close play against the speedy runner. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Alex Bregman in now. Takes ball one off the plate. 1 out, bases empty. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they do get the second out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
2 down, bases empty. And here is Devers. Clips the corner, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Man at first, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. That one misses. 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. One left for the Red Sox. Half inning complete. We've got no score. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Tanner Houck.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Lindor with some impressive production lately. And a pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Abreu makes the catch, and there's one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, you know, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul out of play. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Nope. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one is lifted in the air. Duran settles under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut. Number 28. Minaya back to work. Popped up. Alonso in position. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Masataka.
And next is the designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Yoshida in his third season, 31 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Swing and a chopper out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Wilyer.
And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. There's the strike. Man at first, one away. And it's even up. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Mauricio corrals it. 2 down.
Batting 8, the catcher, Connor Wong.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. No score here in the second. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that is that. And the Red Sox leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
In there at the knees.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That smash towards center. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's 2 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
And it's fouled away. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. 2 out, space is empty. That clips the zone, and it's 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Mets go down quickly. Move to the third with no score. top half of the
Leading
third
off
inning.
for the
So
Red Sox,
stepping in for
the center
Boston,
fielder,
Cedon
number 3,
Rafaela.
Cedon
He's a guy,
Rafaela.
Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Down the line. And that drops foul. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. In the air, left field. Nimmo sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Red Sox, the left fielder, Jarren.
So the batting
Duran.
order turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
One down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now it's Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1. That one hit to right. Soto. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. Tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a hitter other than just tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Ronnie Mauricio now. And that one cutting but missing down low.
No strikes.
Next offering way off the plate.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next offering is in for a strike. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. That's in there. That's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off.
Let's go, Taylor.
Ground ball to the right side. It's in and out of his glove, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Out of the fourth, and it's Rafael Devers in the box. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Into center. And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tristan.
Now batting Tristan Casas. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fourth inning underway, no score. And there's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Number 28 now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That one ripped, but foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Red Sox go down quietly, and we are still scoreless. Bottom of the 4th, stepping in, Francisco Lindor. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. The other way, dives, and he can't hang on. And he'll be safe at first. Here's Jesse Winker, caught looking his first time up. And takes low for ball one.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Now 1-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Juan Soto now fly to left his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Hit in the air, center field. Rafaela under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. And now it's Mark Vientos. Grounded out. His first time up.
Vientos.
And a strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Lindor, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hard hit, right side. Slings to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Mets strand 1, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Masataka Yoshida. Minaya back to work. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Max Kranick getting loose out there. Reed Foley warming up as well. And a ground ball to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now here is Wilyer Abreu. 0 for 1 with a flyout. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner holds at second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Max Kranick.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 1 so far. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and it's caught for the out.
The center fielder, number 3, Cedon Rafaela.
So digging in, Cedon Rafaela. Fly to left his first time.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
And fouled off. Two outs. Mauricio with the throw to first. And that is that. One left for the Red Sox. Halfway through this one, still no score. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. And that one cutting but missing down low. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Alvarez, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Up the middle, and there's a hit.
The left fielder, number 9.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. Alvarez stands at first with 1 out. Here goes the runner. And that one fouled off. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Mauricio.
High fly ball out into left center field. Duran pulls it in on the run. Mets leave 1. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in is the speedy Jarren Duran. That's in there. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Ball.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Dedniel Nunez getting ready to go. Young getting cranked up as well. The 1-1. And it's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's down and in.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Bregman up for the third time here, watches that one miss.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might...
Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Rafael Devers up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. And we still have no score. Well, we go bottom 6, and now it's going to be Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor.
That one's in there. It's 0-1. Strike on the inside corner. Next offering is down low. In the air to left center. Durant on the move to the gap. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 2. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
And down on strikes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
The batter,
Jesse
number 3,
Winker up now for the Mets.
Jesse Winker.
Popped in the air, left side, and that's a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And that is downstairs. And the count 1-2. Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. No score.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mets.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Sean Reed Foley.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And the batter will be the shortstop.
The shortstop, Christian Campbell.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Comes a 2-2. That one 95 to finish him off.
Now batting,
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox.
Yoshida.
And that's outside. Ball 1. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one.
1-1.
And strike 2.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be. Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And now Wilyer Abreu. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Lindor makes the catch, inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And we still have no score. Bottom of the 7th, we got a pinch hitter to lead it off. Jose Azocar. He represents the go-ahead run. Just missed.
Ball one, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Starling Marte.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Roll to short, could be two. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Jeff McNeil. Good opportunity for him first and second with nobody out. Pitch misses, ball one. Go-ahead run at second. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a line drive. Base hit into left field. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's 1-0.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
Pinch hitter coming on. Brett Baty. Big spot for him here. In there at the knees. That's strike one. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
So bases all loaded up. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Just missed.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Late swing, foul to the left.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got it.
On the ground to first. Campbell has it for one. Back to first, but he beats it. And a run comes across.
Well, it's always a tough double play to try to turn right there, and the hitter knows that. He's going to hustle all the way up the first baseline to prevent it. Nice job of getting that run across.
Now, Ronnie Mauricio. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
No ball,
Big pitch
two
right
strikes.
here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tagging from third. Throw cut off, down to the plate. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases. But nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Taylor at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
0-1.
And a foul ball. Goes down looking. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 3 and the Red Sox nothing. So coming into the game now on defense, Jose Azocar. He takes over in right. Also into the ball game, Starling Marte. And man, they're asking a lot of him to play completely out of position.
Now pitching for
now on the
New
bump,
York Mets,
Daniel Nunez.
And
we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now to the ball game on defense, Luis Torrens. He takes over behind the plate. Also entering the game, Alexander Canario. He takes over as the new first baseman. Connor Wong now at the plate. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, in time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. He just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now here is Ceddanne Rafaela. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore, where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Duran at the plate and takes high there. Nunez, in his 2nd season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, a sinker, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. Rafaela, the base runner at first with 1 out. That one lifted to left. And that's a fair ball. They get it in quickly. So 1st and 2nd now, 1 out.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And in this critical spot, up steps Alex Bregman. 0 for 3 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone.
Gassed it right by him.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers. First pitch just misses. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. It looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. That K is his 3rd of the game. Boston strands a pair. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Luis Angel Acuna. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. The left-hander on now, Zach Penrod.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
67, Zach Penrod.
That one fouled off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Rafaela settles underneath it, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The right fielder, number 30, Jose Azocar.
So a man aboard, and next for the Mets, Jose Azocar. First pitch, and he just misses.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Next offering is in for a strike. Acuna leads off first with one away. That clips a corner. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
The third baseman, number 6.
Here's Starling Marte.
Starling Marte.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 outs. Runner on the go. That one the other way. And foul ball. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Staying in the game on defense, Luis Angel Acuna taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Edwin Diaz.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Casas stands in now and watches strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Stays alive. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. First pitch swinging.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
The Mets leading by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Line to left. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.